Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Dr. Selva Selvaratnam, CEO of OpSec Security, to discuss intellectual property management and OpSec's first step towards becoming a publicly traded company. Selva, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Glad to meet you, and I'm glad to be here.
All right, you got it. Tell us about OpSec. What does the company do, and who do you do it for?
Right. OpSec Group is a global leader in intellectual property management, IP, and brand protection solutions, helping enterprises optimize, monetize, and protect the value of their intangible assets. Unlike many other competitors, we address a broad life cycle and spectrum of IP and intangible brand value, spanning both commercial IP rights as well as more imperceptible but nevertheless critical aspects such as consumer trust, brand protection, and product authentication. Our story began a long time ago with a focus on innovation and creating secure authentication measures for brands and governments worldwide. We saw the potential to expand beyond physical security and anti-counterfeiting solutions to enable an integrated data-centric approach, including supply chain optimization, online brand protection, licensing management, and managing and engagement marketing. One of the interesting things about IP and brand protection is the number and range of adjacent markets that puts us in contact with, and such as brand protection solutions intersect with other consumer needs that go beyond directly associated with IP and brand protection. Right? What are these IP and brand assets? They start with patents and designs, with the organizational methods and DNA upon which innovation is created. They include multiple aspects of brand identity, from the trademarks and reputations that brands rely upon every day, online and offline, to new digital assets that represent brands and create their digital presence, such as domain name registrations. It also includes copyright content, typically now in digital formats across digital channels. Finally, intangible brand protection is created by aspects that are harder to create and safeguard through conventional IP protection, such as consumer experience, authenticity, and trust in products and supply chains. Our range of sort of technology-enabled platforms help us deliver these products.
Can you tell us about your recent news regarding the SPAC transaction with Investcorp?
Yes, Global OpSec Group has taken the first step to becoming a publicly traded company by announcing a proposed business combination with Investcorp Europe Acquisition Corp, which is a SPAC, right? Going public is important to us. It will enable us to accelerate our innovation for our customers, capitalize on our momentum, and drive M&A efforts. Becoming a publicly traded company is a logical next step for us. It also brings about the transparency and stability that our large enterprise customers expect from a broad spectrum supplier such as ourselves.
I also understand that you recently acquired Zacko. What can you tell us about that acquisition?
Well, we closed that acquisition in April of this year. Right, they're a leading IP management solutions company with a heritage that goes back a century and a half, for 150 years. Zacko takes us into new areas such as patents and trademarks, which allows us to address new intangible assets for customers in our key segments. It actually completes our offering to a large extent and drives an innovation agenda in high technology companies. We're beginning to see the full benefits already of this full cycle approach to the marketplace, with early interest already being very, very positive. With the visibility and enhancement Zacko brings to complex IP portfolios, we can create greater integration and value from the inception of the brand and brand monetization strategies to downstream protection. So it integrates everything we offer into a fairly holistic, vertically integrated offering.
And finally, why should investors be interested in OpSec?
Good question. The value of global piracy and counterfeiting is estimated at 2.8 trillion in 2020, and continued growth in e-commerce, online content, and social media will only amplify the threats posed by counterfeiters, content pirates, and fraudsters. In addition, competition and complexity around intellectual property are only becoming more intense as global brands compete around ideas such as artificial intelligence and followers, as in the case of global content and brands. Intangible assets accounted for approximately 90% of the market value of companies in the S&P 500 as of 2020, according to Ocean Tomo. This is an increase from 17% in 1975 and 68% in 1995. You can see we're in increasingly complex markets which add great value. Several mega trends are also driving growth in the principal markets that OpSec is exposed to, from IP management services and software to product authentication and traceability technologies for licensing, management services and solutions. These provide varying degrees of convergence as digitization provide new ways to deliver services, assure royalties and revenues, and bring together brand enhancement and consumer engagement with authentication and traceability.
Okay, Selva, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
You're very welcome. Glad to have met you. Thank you.